Hello, my name is Paul Archibald and I'm Head of Woodwind and Brass. I want to introduce a brass instrument to you that is one of the music world's best kept secrets. It may be that this instrument, the tenor horn, is not familiar to you. However, this is about to change, as the tenor horn is the perfect instrument to cultivate your child's passion for the colourful world of brass. So, a very quick history lesson. Back in the days before air conditioning, we used to roam around freely chasing woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers. We loved wearing our Gucci furs, and most of us knew how to light a fire. But we didn't have mobile phones. So how did we communicate? Enter the conch horn, which is the earliest musical instrument we have. Humans loved blowing down these instruments and making lots of noise, and we soon traded up to the hunting horn, and eventually we started using instruments made of brass for important ceremonies. King Tutankhamun, the famous Egyptian boy king, was a brass fanatic. So much so, he had a couple of trumpets buried with him when he moved on. So, we have been blowing instruments for thousands of years. And to be honest, the basic technique hasn't really changed much. You put your lips on the instrument, you take a big breath, and off you go. Unlike the violin and cello, the brass world didn't really have a smart cookie like Antonio Stradivarius to define the shape of the instruments. Instead, we had plenty of quirky individuals who were very creative in their designs. However, a genius inventor did come along, and his name was Adolphe Sax, who invented, yes that's right, the saxophone and the tenor horn during the 1840s. So, although the tenor horn is not so well known, it does have an incredible pedigree, having been invented by one of the greatest influences in the history of wind and brass instruments. It's also a very popular instrument in brass bands throughout the world. As you can see, the shape of the instrument is great for children's posture, and its warm mid-range sound is delightful to hear. As the principles of brass playing are the same for every brass instrument, it's the perfect starter instrument for young children. As we build a strong technical foundation, children can eventually choose to stay on the tenor horn or move to another brass instrument in later years. The fingering system is exactly the same as the trumpet, and the music it plays is written in the treble clef, so transferring to either a trumpet or French horn is a relatively simple process. If your child wants to play a lower sounding instrument, it's a small step to move to the baritone or tenor tuba. For the trombone, all that needs to be learnt are the slide positions. Playing a brass instrument is athletic, as it requires good breathing technique, stamina, and strong muscular discipline. It's ideal for both girls and boys, and brass players always enjoy a unique bond, as our extended worldwide family is welcoming and encouraging. Brass players are rarely miserable, and invariably have a reputation for being the cool kids. On a personal note, I started my brass playing life as a tenor horn player just before the age of 5 and stayed with the instrument for many years. The Year 3 orchestral programme is unique to Shrewsbury International School and offers young children the very best start to their musical lives. Irrespective of the instrument, your child will benefit from a year group who will all have a common interest, and the values they will learn as a young musician will impact on the rest of their years at the school.